Hey guys, Zach with Zach here. So, American Hockey League is done. Gonna go ahead and get into that review. A lot of games on tonight for them tonight and tomorrow. So, January 10th is tonight's review. Tomorrow is the 11th. Gonna have a lot of American Hockey League stat changing and scores updating for you. Alright, going ahead and jump on into this. So, the first game was the Texas Stars taking on the Toronto Marlies. This game was forfeited by Toronto because their assistant coach had a medical emergency. So they had to rush him to the hospital. I guess that means the Toronto Marlies didn't feel comfortable playing after that. So they ended up forfeiting the game to the Texas Stars, who get the points. It was a weird situation. So I'm not really sure how that all works out, how they get the points. If they're going to make it up later, I'm guessing not, since it says it's forfeited. And the Texas Stars got points. I'm assuming that this is just, they just had to give up the points. It's kind of disappointing for something that is completely out of everyone's control. But yeah, it sucks. I hope he's okay. Hopefully he has a speedy recovery. Well, I'll try and keep you guys updated as they update everything online. Your second game, the Griffins going and beat Manitoba Moose 1-0. So big game for the Griffins. This division, the Central, is super close. I mean, like, besides Milwaukee's got this division, but the third place is pretty much wide open right now. Terry has 14 goals, 22 assists in the 1920 season. So Chris Terry, who is going to the All-Star game, doing very well for the Griffins right now. I know he's been called up to the Red Wings. Sorry, I have a sneeze trying to come out. Doesn't want to come out, so just wants to interrupt me. He's been called up a couple times with the Red Wings. Hasn't quite produced to stay up there enough. But yeah, he's been doing really good for the American Hockey League this year. Your next game, the Rockets go in and beat Syracuse 7-5. So big score there. The Rockets get a big win. Hudon gets 2 goals for the Rockets, so one of the Montreal Canadiens prospects. He's doing pretty good there. You got Utica taking on the Phantoms. Wins at 5-2. So big win for Utica, and we'll go over the standings. There's some big changes in the North Division. Bailey scores a hat trick in that one for Utica, so Utica gets a nice boost from Bailey to take on the Phantoms. The Devils go in and beat the Monsters 5-2. It's a 2-game win streak for the Devils, so they're starting to pick up their gameplay. Unfortunately, it might be a little too late to make the playoffs, but hey, nice to get a couple wins on your belt, especially for a minor league team affiliated with a National Hockey League team who are struggling as well. Next game, Belleville goes in and beats the Rochester Americans 5-1. So the Senators go in and beat the number 1 team, and that is why there's some standing changes in the North, which we'll get into. Formenton gets a hat trick for the Sens, so that's a big game for him. Hat trick, so that's over half your goals from one guy. It's always good to see for that player. Not good so much for the team overall, because you only got one guy who gets most of your goals, but good for the player. Springfield goes in and beats Bridgeport 4-1, or 4-0. Sorry, 4-0. They get the shutout. Montembeault started for them, so he gets the shutout. You guys know who he is. If you're a Florida Panthers fan, you know who Montembeault is. Lowry gets 2 goals also for Springfield. So Lowry gets 2 goals, Montembeault gets the shutout. Big game and big win for Springfield. Hershey goes in and beats Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins 2-1 in a shootout. So the Bears try and stay relevant and keep up with Hartford. They don't get any help tonight from Charlotte, unfortunately, which is the next game. Hartford goes in and beats Charlotte 6-3. O'Regan scores 2 goals for Hartford, so Hartford again having a nice big thromping of the Checkers, who had a pretty good run at this point. If they would have won tonight, Providence would be looking a lot worse, because they are not looking great right now. And then I started to run out some room, so I didn't write down who scored in little updates. I didn't really see a whole lot to stat-wise to throw out there for goal scoring. So just the scores. Milwaukee goes and beats the Rockford IceHogs 2-0. So again, Milwaukee extends back up to the 10-point lead they have in the division. Chicago Wolves go and beat San Antonio, which me and Kitty Commentary are planning on going beginning of February to go see the Chicago Wolves play Manitoba Moose. So we're looking forward to that game. But Chicago goes in and beats 5-2 over San Antonio. The Colorado Eagles go in and beat the Roadrunners 5-1. So big win for Colorado to take out the team on the top of their division, the ones they're trying to catch. Good to see them do that. San Diego goes in and beats Iowa 4-3. So big win also for San Diego over the Iowa Wild, who would have liked to have those 2 points to keep pace with the Admirals. Don't quite do it tonight. San Diego Gulls are trying to push themselves and show that they're still staying relevant. We'll see how that works out for them. And then Bakersfield and Ontario Reign, your last game of the night. The Condors go in and win 5-3 over the Reign. So again, it's kind of a fight, a shootout here between your middle of the pack here for the Pacific Division. So yeah, that's pretty much what a lot of those games are in that division right now. It's pretty much the top three playing against, fighting for each other. The middle three here, and then the Barracuda are kind of just there. Which Barracuda released a jersey today. It's kind of cool. It has like the SJ on it with like a really cool blue on it, and then has the Barracuda on the shoulder. I might try and pick up that jersey if I can find it. We'll see. Anyways, I digress. Going into the standings, so a lot of changes in the North. The Atlantic, we're going to start with them. The Wolfpack, 53 points. The Hershey Bears, 49. Springfield with 44. The Bruins with 43. The Checkers with 41. Penguins with 40. Phantoms with 31. And the Sound Tigers at 31. Over in North, this is a lot of changes, so we pretty much, first to fifth, completely switched around tonight. The Comets take first place from the Americans with 48 points. Rochester is in second with 47. The Sounders with 45. Rockets with 44. So Americans need to pick it up a little bit because they could drop pretty far in this division quick. Toronto Marlies with their forfeit are at 43 points. Syracuse Crunch at 37. Cleveland Monsters, with me and Drunk Hockey Man are planning to see hopefully in the next month or so. We'll see how it works out, but that's the plan. Knock off two more off the list. 37 points, then the Devils with 34. Over in your Central Division, Milwaukee with 56, Wild with 46, the Wolves with 40, Ice Hogs with 37, the Texas Stars with 36, Manitoba Moose with 36, Griffins with 36, and the Rampage with 35. And your last division, the Pacific. Tucson has 51, Stockton Heat 47, Colorado Eagles 42, the Ontario Reign 36, Condors with 35, the Gulls with 30, and your Barracuda with 26. So there are your updated standings after tonight's action for the American Hockey League and your scores for the American Hockey League. Again, I hope you guys enjoy the American Hockey League stuff. We're getting a little bit more into it. And again, Drunk Hockey Man will be joining us tomorrow for standings and review of the games. So if you like us, give us a like and subscribe. A lot of changes are coming. We actually worked on building a new set actually for us to work off of, which I'm excited to get to work on and debut to you guys soon. But anyways, if you like us, give us a like and subscribe. This is Zach from Say What Zach, and I'll talk to you guys again soon.